always coming in hot. No Diddy.
Now they're talking about, no, that was
And then right beyond that, coming back toward the kitchen, they would put a set of double bunk beds.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you could sleep like
So
Four
basically
people in
turning a single out into a camper.
yes, kind of like a camper. Yeah. And then they built a full kitchen on it, and it,
you're talking about the way it was supposed, like, you know what I mean? That's actually, they
You
said,
talking about like a barter system?
no, they're talking about, no, that was the 1700s. No, the late 1800s was actually the
No.
richest part of American history, they
I
said.
think it was like it was a little bit later than
a little bit
1800.
later.
It was
Yeah.
between 1870 something and like 1890 something.
It was
Like when we
1930s when it ended. Like the
Well,
that
1930s
period.
definitely when
Tariffs
it ended,
ended
but-
in like 1930.
Mm-hmm.
Tariff started in 1930.
They.
Or yeah,
Well,
no,
I'm saying that the
that's
whole.
where it ended, yeah.
That's where it ended.
I'm just saying between like 1870
Income tax started back in like
1930. But I'm saying what I'm trying to say is between 1870 and 1929, our country was the most rich it's ever been. So that's where we're going, hopefully.
I'd have to do my homework on that.
If you come, I'm not talking about dollar for dollar today versus then. I'm talking about the equivalency.
Yeah.
If you were to with for inflation and all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's when you have people like the Vanderbilts and okay.
No, it's quick how he backed off that German.
He said mostly Swiss. That's why he's got so damn many holes in his damn jokes.
It was mostly Swiss. It's also why I'm just such a tool, I guess. I got a tool for everything.
Oh, I called you another kind of tool, baby. I'm sorry. Oh.
Oh God.
To say we've missed you, baby boy, is too much.
Nah.
Nah.
You ain't gotta lie to me now.
Okay, fuck you, Daniel.
That's more like it.
There we go.
Like I don't believe in lying anymore.
That's good. That's good. Never have to cover up any shit in your tracks if you don't lie to anybody.
Yeah. I just don't believe in lying, period. Like people just like, you know.
Alright.
Okay.
Today is
Fuck me
February the 9th of 2025. I'm putting it out in the universe that Daniel Sudreth says there's no more lies. Straighten your ass up.
Alright. The problem is who's he saying is lying?
I know, right?
Somebody said they missed me, they lying.
If I said I didn't miss you, I would be lying. It's like a black hole.
So the old
Oh,
West,
I'll show you a black hole.
The old West was the frontier days.
Yes.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I was trying to get at. Not
Very,
pioneer. Yeah.
very pioneer. Is that what you said?
That's not what I was trying to say. The word I was trying to get was frontier.
I think
couldn't
pioneer
get
was
it
a
out.
little bit earlier than frontier.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't get the frontier out. Like,
Well,
I said Reconstruction or whatever it was, but
Man, he done went to Reconstruction and everything.
What he's talking about Reconstruction.
just fucking
Yeah.
with you.
Okay. Yeah, he thinks we're gonna go back through those times, which would be nice.
I'm not talking about like the Civil War Reconstruction. I'm talking about
No.
I'm talking about like back to where we're gonna be great
Prosperous.
again. Great again. Some people would say.
Great again.
I mean, rich again. We'll be rich again.
Shit, I ain't never been rich. I've been digging off the bottom
I
of
ain't
the
talking
barrel.
about us. I'm talking about the goddamn country.
That don't help me a damn bit if the country rich. Hell, they rich now and I ain't got shit.
When they come to hell, no, we ain't rich. We in debt.
Okay.
Boy.
Alright.
No,
Did you just call me a boy?
Yeah, boy.
Somebody
Yeah.
better feel again.
I'll tell you what, buddy.
Feel again.
Like my daddy used to say, you see a boy come slapping.
Damn, I mean, I need to slap you then, boy.
Come on then. You gonna walk over here, but you gonna limp back.
You better put the shovel down.
Motherfucker gonna be whistling on the hump. He gonna be whistling because he ain't gonna hand it to you.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I got such a hard head, he ain't gonna do no damage to it.
Oh, you'd be surprised, buddy.
But
People have tried.
that
Oh God, here we go.
That era that I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
In that era right now, Daniel be dead. Cause I just shot him.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
No.
I'm young, I'd have the faster draw.
Yeah, you'd have some fast draws.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? He went in like in a matter of like no more than 10 minutes, he done went from line to like not line to back to line.
Back to line.
Oh, ain't no lies.
Back to
Bullshit,
line.
Promises.
boy.
Okay.
Shit, okay.
Promises.
Mhm.
Oh gosh.
Boy, I would have killed you dead.
Shit.
Okay.
Mhm. Daniel, I
I would have
put
ran you
you.
over my buggy.
I
Yeah,
with my
okay.
buggy. Oh my gosh. Daniel, I would see you as one of the guys that gets shot at the poker table.
The fuck?
Yeah.
You know what
Daniel
Daniel
wouldn't be playing
what
no
Daniel
poker.
would have been at the scene.
Daniel would have been the bartender.
Daniel, I forgot you were there.
Yes.
You may go now.
Mhm.
That's exactly. And before you go, leave that shotgun. That's exactly what it would have been.
Mhm.
You'd have been trying to go shoot somebody, and I was like, "Why, Daniel? Where you going with that shotgun?"
Well, I'll show you.
No. No.
Nah, son.
You'd have got pulled out of the bar
Yep.
by your ear.
Yep.
Shit.
He's
Mhm.
that fucking the card dealer.
Yep.
You fucking missed. You
That's exactly what he's doing right now.
That's
He's
fine.
doing exactly what
You know
that
what,
car
that's
dealer did.
That's perfect. I love for people just to miss, just to not, you don't know the real me.
Shit,
It's
boy.
good to know that.
Okay.
Mhm.
Alright,
I got what I
motherfucker.
need.
He just don't know.
I
I'm
love
gonna leave it there.
I love being undermined.
Daniel, to save your life, I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna leave it right there.
What life?
Daniel, I want you to look at your life right now and then compare it to 20 years from now when you're in your 40s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he did by then.
That's
Keep
a sad,
talking to me like
that's
that.
a sad
goddamn.
outlook on life, man.
No, man, you need
As
to look.
crazy as I get.
Why
sometimes,
would you?
I'm gonna end up getting shot in the road.
Lie number 2. But no, I would
You got a whole life ahead of you, boy.
put
Quit
20,
talking like
put
that.
20 years on your life and see where you are.
Yeah.
About 50 something, 50.
Oh God,
You've got.
he's so stupid. He just literally added the age.
Yeah.
He's not talking about that.
You
He's
doing
just
Gastonia math?
Yeah, be right under 50, just right almost 50.
You said 50 something.
Almost 50.
20 and 27 is in your 40s, my friend.
Yeah, I'm not gonna claim my 40s. I'm gonna go straight into 50s.
He goes
Oh,
straight into
God.
50s. Okay.
Dang, son.
Yeah.
I gotta have my midlife crisis.
Yeah, those are hard. Yeah,
Ain't
Hope
neither
you
one of
will
old motherfuckers
with
old
your,
enough to have a midlife crisis.
yeah, I hope you well with your home buying experience
Yeah.
because when I sold my last house, that was I'd rather walk through hell in open-toed shoes as do that again. It was the most aggravating process with a wife and 3 kids to sell a home.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Having to move in with my in-laws and then waiting on the bullshit now that is inspections through my glorious county of residence, Union County.
Not to be confused with Union County, South Carolina,
Oh gosh.
where my
No, I'm not a Union County, South Carolina resident.
where a certain family member of mine has decided to move to and leave me destitute.
Hey, damn. Has he been reading Edgar Allan Poe before he came in here?
You know what's so funny?
He's
Because
gonna be fucking dead. Like, he's
Well,
gonna
you
be
know what's
dead
funny?
early, and then like
I was
he's
actually.
destitute.
No, it's funny you said it because I actually was because I was reading that they got an Edgar Allan Poe like bar like thing coming this summer or coming soon.
Yeah, they do that every year.
To
That's pretty cool.
Gastonia.
Yeah.
I was just reading it actually on the way right before I got here.
Okay. Daniel, define destitute.
Yeah.
Deserted, alone,
No.
by yourself,
No.
with nothing.
Okay, now you're getting closer.
It is to nothing.
My mom will tell you straight up my 2 strongest things in the world is history and English. So.
Well, the second one you're failing on because
No, I
that
know
is
what it is.
that is not the meaning of destitute.
No, it
You
isn't.
have nothing.
Okay.
Nada.
Then you should have said nothing and not being alone.
Yeah.
Well, being alone was having nothing. You have nobody.
No, you can be by yourself and be
Still have nobody.
and be fine. That is not destitute.
Not me. Daniel's destitute when he
You
finds
can
up.
you can be alone but not alone.
And then you do not know the true meaning of being destitute.
Yep.
Being destitute is eating tomato soup from
That's
ketchup packets.
Been there, done that.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of where I've been this past week.
Oh God.
Do you have $1 to your name, sir?
Couple,
Okay.
literally
Then
a
you are
couple.
not. Then you are not destitute.
Daniel's
Yeah.
been eating ramen noodles all week.
My son eats ramen noodles.
Not by choice.
Yes,
No,
by
not
choice.
me, not by choice.
And
I
he talking
hate
about
them.
going to watch Joe Coy.
Hey, Daniel got credit cards. Just saying.
See there? You are not destitute, my
Mhm.
That
friend.
Daniel's
No.
tennis been not supposed to use right now because he's trying to buy a house. But
Your mama lied to you on your second greatest thing that you have, history and English. Yeah.
I had the grades to back it.
Okay.
I also had a
Grades,
win.
mm.
I also had a state the essay that won the state contest. So
I had one of those in 5th grade.
when I was in high school. Thank you.
Okay.
I wrote an article on gun control and how stupid it was.
Okay. I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
I remember when I won the CMS, I remember when I had to go to the CMS to do the when I won like my school, we had to go win the whole CMS one.
Mhm.
It was actually at that school that's right there at Ottawa, right there, in Monroe Road.
Mhm.
That's where we had to go. That's where I won that contest.
Okay.
So you had to step up. You had to go through your school. Then I had to win the school district. Then I had to win county,
Mhm.
which here is the same thing. And then I had to win the state.
Okay.
I didn't get beyond the state though.
That's all
Then
right.
they had national, but
That's all right. So the rest of the world.
You know, in high school, all I was doing was weighing marijuana.
I'm about to say fucking bitches getting paid.
Mm.
No.
I was taught triple B meth, and when I was 8 years old. So that's about the only thing that I can say that I was taught that early. I don't know.
Well, I can go right now
You got in school.
and tell one of my school teachers that she was wrong.
Yeah, I got a few that I could tell is wrong.
She said,
I was
"Boy,
all AP.
you will never, ever walk around with a calculator in your pocket." Bitch, please. Look at this.
He got a calculator.
And a good-looking woman on the front of it. Thank
There
very
you
much.
go. There you go.
But yeah, high school was not any of my. I'd have
Hey,
rather
you got a
done anything
calculator
else.
on your damn wrist.
Yeah, I sure do. But I was not enthused with high school at all.
No.
I went for weightlifting and weight gaining. I had weight training first and then lunch.
Yeah.
That was my two favorite things. And the ag department. I enjoyed agriculture.
Yeah.
I was an AP everything. That's why I got out of school early.
Mhm.
I guess you're supposed to bow down to him.
No, that was the worst part of my life. I did it on purpose to get the hell out of school early.
I think he was in there with that ass penetration.
I was trying to think of a good acronym for AP.
Anal penetration.
Advanced placement, thank you, motherfucker.
Oh,
they
my
placed
gosh.
it right.
Yeah, accidental placement.
Oh,
Motherfucker, you are here.
They didn't even have AP when I was in.
Did they not?
Hell no. You either passed or you failed. We didn't
had-
care about no goddamn AP.
Well, that was down there at the old schoolhouse in Union County. They
That's
had
fine.
about 2 classrooms and
Hey, there's a lot of smart people come out of that school.
That's right.
A lot of heroes that you say that you have came out of that exact school. So, you might want to watch your words.
when I say I had a hero.
Okay, for a month I had to hear about Randy Travis. His music is so great.
It is great, but it's not my hero.
That's what you were saying. That was another lie.
I need a hero.
Oh, Lord. Now he's going to take up singing.
Oh, shit.
Actually, I can. When I want.
He can do, dude. He can do anything. Don't question Daniel. He
I'm gonna tell you right now,
knows
somebody-
more than you.
Somebody
He's
tells
done
Daniel.
more than you.
No, my mom will tell you. So you tell Daniel he can't because we tell Daniel he can't because we know that once you tell him he can't, he's gonna prove you he can.
Everybody in
So-
this room ever told you couldn't do nothing, but you
Mhm.
telling everybody else they can't.
I didn't say that.
So don't sit there and.
Well,
just
I
pass
told him
judgment.
I ain't never told nobody can't do shit.
No,
You can do whatever your mom tells you to do.
You do it every week when you try to prove everybody wrong. You're saying that they cannot outdo you.
I don't purposely try to prove everybody wrong.
Shit.
It just comes out.
That's another lie. That's lie 4 right there.
Number 4.
If you quit doing that, you know what? You wouldn't have so much trouble. You try to prove people wrong all the time.
Today is the day
Mm-hmm.
of retribution.
You just gotta stop. Just gotta stop, man. And you know what? I know I'm not better than everybody. Shit, I admit it. You know, I got flaws. There's things that I don't know, but I tell you this, I'll learn it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I don't need to be right about everything. I don't need everybody thinking that I am right, because then you become, it ain't that you're right and you're smart, you become a know-it-all. You know.
Sexual intellectual, as we like to call it.
Yeah, I don't really like know-it-alls that much. I've had to deal with them my whole life. And,
Mhm.
I'm not going to be one to sit around and swipe dicks with people. Either you're right or you're right, or you're wrong or you're wrong. I don't care. I don't care who's right and who's wrong, because when I leave, or when I go home, or when I'm on my own, or when I'm standing in the middle of the woods by myself somewhere, what matters of who's right and wrong at that point?
Mhm.
Nothing. So, you know, it is what it is. If
It
you feel like
is
you
what
got to
it
be
is.
right about everything, be right. Alright, I'm happy for you. You were an AP. You're, well, you know. What's that doing for you? With $2 in your pocket eating ramen noodles.
Still got my mind. You can't take that from me.
Well, that's
Mhm.
good. I got a master's degree too, in advanced sports management. So I can swipe dicks with people all day long.
I ain't got none of that.
No, but you're not. It's not that you lack the ability. Is that you choose not to do it.
Yes.
That is a choice more than it is anything.
I get along just fine turning wrenches with out none of them little fancy pieces of paper.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't care about my paper.
That's right.
I wanted the knowledge. I don't care about the
That's
paper.
right.
The paper on the wall don't mean. I mean, it's nice to have, but it doesn't mean anything.
Nope.
All it tells me is that I was teachable.
Yes. Yes.
That's all a piece of paper is.
You make a good point there. At one time, you were teachable.
Yep.
Because all these youngins now and these people that think that paper's going to get them something, boy, that's some hurt feelings.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I've seen some people, like, I don't know. I mean, I've been around all kinds of different. I've been around scholars.
Mhm.
I've been around dumbasses.
Yeah.
I've been around drug dealers. I've been around criminals. I've been around lawyers. I've been around police officers. One thing that coincides: you came in on your own, and you're gonna go out on your own.
Yep.
And my daddy used to add, "You're gonna come in like you left,
Mhm.
butt naked and screaming."
That's right.
But I hope that everybody does good. I don't wish any ill will on anybody.
Yeah.
I hope everybody gets what they want. I hope everybody's happy. Just you know, make sure you don't step on too many toes on your way. You know, or burn bridges that you probably shouldn't burn. That's the only
Mhm.
thing I'm saying.
That's good words. That's good words.
Yeah. So a man's only defined by what he leaves behind.
Yes. The legacy you leave behind is what says about you.
Yeah. Our
Well,
fancy producer lady, she tell us real quick.
Mhm.
Y'all need to shut up.
Y'all need to wrap it up. Well, before we go,
Wait a minute though. Do you got any new houses you're looking at this week?
I do actually on Saturday. Next
Okay.
Saturday.
All right.
well, like I said, I wish you the
Yep,
best because
I
it is
do.
an aggravating damn process, man.
I go
Yeah.
into my other job tomorrow.
Your
Okay.
other job? What's your other job?
Home Depot
Oh,
Okay.
Home Depot. Where you work at? What department you work in?
Garden Center.
Garden. You working out outside, inside?
Both. There's both sides.
Okay.
Basically the whole front of the store.
That's good.
Well, I want you to do me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Tell whoever you need to tell that Monroe needs a Home Depot because I'm tired of going to Lowe's. Running up the
Well,
ladder.
I'll
Y'all
tell
need
you
to
one
make some
thing.
expansions.
I'll tell you one thing. Lowe's at least gives their employees discounts.
I don't get
Home
a
Depot
Home
don't?
Depot does not.
Ooh.
No.
I'd
They
be
don't
swapping
give you
jobs.
nothing.
No.
Not even
They
5%.
must have stopped because Jen used to work there.
Yeah, she used to
Yeah.
get.
They no longer give discounts to any employees.
Wow.
Oh.
They don't even give discounts to veterans unless you have the what do you call it, the advanced account or whatever.
That's beat
So a
up.
veteran
So,
don't even get like a 10%?
I think I mean you have to have that special. You have to go apply and get that special
Dang,
account
that's
Mm.
messed
that
up.
says you're a veteran. So
Okay. Well, I don't want a Home Depot in Monroe. Then.
No.
I'll
But
keep going to Lowe's.
Yeah.
I will say,
Yeah.
well, we call it slows, but
Yeah, I've heard of that for years.
No, but,
That's the first time I've heard it.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, when
that's
it was
funny.
originally in Monroe, you could go out there to the outdoor and indoor lumber yard. Man, you wait an hour for somebody to come out there and load a pallet of wood.
hmm
Mhm. Yeah.
That's still the same way.
Yes, it is.
At least ours. But no, they're
Which,
also
which one do you use? And one in Gastonia or one in Charlotte?
use what?
You said the hours. Like which one do you
Lowe's.
use?
Yeah.
Our
No.
Lowe's.
Oh,
Which
goodness.
location?
Which
Our
location?
Lowe's in Gastonia.
In
Okay.
Gastonia.
Well, really, I've been about every Lowe's. I've been to one in Lake Wiley, so no, it ain't no different.
So if you're sitting at home and you need a pack of screws, which one you going to?
Home Depot.
That's not what he's asking about.
What
We're talking
location?
about location.
What city?
Do you like to go down the street to the one in Gastonia?
I mean, obviously, I'm gonna spend less gas and go to the one down the street because ain't no difference between any of them.
Well,
Okay.
there's preferences.
Yeah.
People may not want to go to a certain store.
No, I'm saying I've been to multiple stores in the area and I don't see any difference
So
other
again,
than the people's faces, the way they look. So.
in my line of work, I know that I can get more parts, and the likelihood of them being correctly put on the shelf, I go
Yeah.
to Indian Trail.
Yep. That's
If
kind of
I
where
just
I'm going.
need
Is like
something
yep.
quick, and 9 times out of 10 Lowe's is gonna have it. I go to Monroe.
I'll put it this way. Okay, it was our two Lowe's are managed by the same general manager. So
Well, most the regional managers would.
I'm talking about these two stores have like the same manager. They float back and forth between the stores.
Store manager or regional manager?
Not regional. They have a person that walks through. They spend a couple of days in one store, and a couple of days in another store.
That's the regional.
That's the regional.
I used to work
manager
at
of it.
Lowe's. Yeah, I was. That's your regional manager, and he's gonna manage probably 10 or 12 at the same.
So go in one
Yep.
and look up there on the wall where they got all them red vests,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and find your store manager.
Yep.
I won't be caught in those places now. I got an orange apron.
Well, take that orange apron off and do a little homework for me. Walk in one, find your store manager. Walk in the other one, find your store manager, and see what he does to his store.
Yeah.
It's like in Indian Trail. I know I can go in. I can get a 1/2 inch 90, 1/2 inch T,
Mm-hmm.
PVC, copper, but I can't get Schedule 8.
Damn.
Now, one thing I do know, I did find this out in the process. For when it comes to Lowe's, they have your. I forgot. What do we want to explain? They have your local stores.
Yeah.
They have like the regional manager list.
Mm-hmm.
Then they have your corporate stores.
Yeah, yeah.
I can tell you right now that
I know what he's talking about.
the one in Gastonia is a corporate store.
Yeah. The 2-story one in Charlotte,
That is
Off
not a
of-
corporate store.
off of
I don't
South
think-
Boulevard.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, that is a corporate store.
Really?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
But I've found that the ones that are corporate stores are typically the ones that are most. I don't know how to explain it. They're the ones that are more what you would expect when you go into one.
It's so basically Lowe's has a store in Mooresville.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a store.
Okay.
It's their headquarters.
No, it's not headquarters. What this store is the inside of it is a Lowe's. It has all the products, but there's no customers. What that is a site store, and that's how they design each layout.
Okay.
So like when I was a manager at Lowe's, our store manager would go to that store in Mooresville,
Mm-hmm.
and he would see what the current layout is.
Okay.
So originally, initially they're gonna have a layout.
Yes.
Then the manager goes in, store manager goes in, and then he makes the choice what pieces of that layout he's gonna use.
So our store,
The
being,
rest of it is what he chooses.
he's
Okay.
definitely right about that because our
Mhm.
store, it's a corporate store,
Yeah.
and here in the last few months, it just went through an extensive, completely
Mhm.
rechange, like where everything is.
Okay.
They moved every aisle basically.
That's what they do.
So
Yeah. And then all the shelves in the one in Monroe,
Mm-hmm.
I put those up.
Did you really?
Yep, I was part of the
That's
setup crew. I was there when they transferred from the old where Logan's is.
Yep.
To the one in the back. So I did I was on that crew that
Okay.
yeah.
That's
'Cause we
cool.
got trapped in there in a snowstorm.
Uh-oh.
now I will say one thing: if you go to a Home Depot, one thing you remember from back in the day when you go in there, you used to have a button in each department you could click on that says
Yeah.
"Help needed in the paint department." It'll go over the entire store.
Mhm.
If you go spend an hour in a Home Depot now, you can be like, this shit's quiet.
Now Lowe's, before we go, I'll say this: Lowe's, when they first put the button in,
Mm-hmm.
they had timers.
Yes.
That went to the corporate office.
So they could see.
They
where
could
their
see
help
how
was.
long
That's
it
where I
was
was-
taking.
That's where I was getting with the Home
But they
Depot.
had the little button on the bottom.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, just like.
I've seen them people go over there and click, click,
Yeah,
click,
yeah,
and they
yeah.
cut it off.
Yeah.
So our Home Depot no longer has those buttons.
Yeah, they stopped
Yeah.
that.
We
I
have a
heard that.
QR code. You scan it with your phone. Click I need help. We all have, when we're in the clock,
Yeah.
we all have a company phone that's built for Home Depot.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Every phone goes boom, in the whole store. Says help needed in the paint department
So
on your
if you-
phone.
if you
And
put
then
it-
whoever's closest say I'm gonna get it, I'll get it. You click on it, then it starts a timer. You've got 2 minutes. You've got 2 minutes to get there. If you don't get there in 2 minutes,
Yeah.
every phone help needed in the paint department.
Wow.
And then you gotta re-click on I'm gonna
That's
help that
pretty
person.
advanced.
Yeah.
And then when you get there, you gotta say I'm helping the customer. I'm there, and then it cancels all everybody else out.
That's pretty cool. Though.
I know the ones in Monroe, them little buttons,
Uh-huh.
they don't work no more.
Nah, they probably done unhooked us.
Yeah, I hit that button and it wouldn't even flash.
Yeah,
I'm like click, click, click.
they've cut them things
Yeah,
off.
ours on the phones. What I like about them is you would think that each phone has its own extension,
Mhm.
but you log in and out. Your extension is your login.
Yeah.
So I can grab any of those phones off the wall, log in, and my extension is the same.
Okay.
So
It was almost like
every
our,
employee has their own extension number.
It's like the old price guns. You
Yes.
can log into
Well,
it.
see, ours got a scanner on it. You can scan.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You can
Probably does inventory.
It
too.
does because you have to
Yeah.
take a picture of the. They make it once a week. You have to take a picture of everything on top of every shelf,
Yeah.
all the boxes.
Okay.
You can we'll see what else it does. So if you can actually text individual coworkers with that extension.
Mhm.
So if you need to text your manager something, please, it's not important enough to phone call.
I got
Or you can call them directly. You can also walk in through it.
That's cool.
And if you want, if you say, hey, just walk in back and forth and say, I need this to be private. Click another button and it'll immediately take you back to your phones. You can start talking to each other.
That's cool.
Okay.
So are you leaving your current job and going full time at
This is
Home Depot?
part-time.
Okay. Okay.
Just a part-time.
Part-time evenings,
Okay.
some weekends,
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
just not Sunday evenings.
That's good.
They've got me scheduled for one Sunday evening 2 weeks from now, but I told them I need to change that, so
Mhm.
Mhm.
she said she'll fix it.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good. Well, I guess we'll see what happens this coming week.
Yeah.
Now I do have an interview this week for a new full-time job within the city.
That's good.
That's
It's a different department, but it's still the city.
Okay.
Sicky.
Moving to the finance department.
I guess we're gonna be had to borrow some money from Daniel soon.
That's right.
He's gonna have all
Shit.
kind of money.
Let's put it this way, Daniel's Home Depot account, it's being wired straight to a savings account that I don't have access to, so,
Well, that's
on
good.
purpose. My sister's the only one that has access for it,
Ooh.
for me. We did that on purpose so I wouldn't spend it.
That may not be good.
I don't like that, but anyway,
Yeah.
that's my opinion. I guess we'll wrap her and
Yeah.
call it a whopper.
Well, to all our Royal fans, we hope y'all have one hell of an evening. Y'all stay safe. Have fun watching the bowl of the Super Variety. Whoever your team is that you want to win.
No.
And I hope y'all have a hell of a time. Y'all make sure and listen to us on Apple Music, Spotify,
iHeart.
YouTube.
I'd make sure I stand there like I'm walking.
Well, I
behind
tell you what, Daniel, when he comes back, you can go with us, cause you know.
No, I didn't.
That's
You
fine.
made it clear. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been seeing a couple other things. When the Dogecoin first come out, did y'all know that Doge was an acronym?
That's what it's called? I always thought it was knowledge, like.
Yeah, the
Like the truth.
Dogecoin, that's an acronym.
For what?
Or so I found.
You're gonna share? You're just
It's-
gonna hold it in there?
I'm gonna hold it in there.
All right,
Next
then.
topic.
I'm waiting.
But no,
I just
reading-
stopped and looked at the camera.
Yeah, just stopped and sit there and stared. But no, it may be complete utter bullshit, but because
But Kibbles.
I have a
that's
feeling we
good-
clipped
that's-
there a little bit, just
I
by the
think
way.
this gentleman last week was moving around in his chair like he was on crack or something. Now he's speaking a different language.
Oh, you talking like Ray Charles playing the piano?
look, I'm on horny. I'm on horny goat weed.
Yeah.
He's like this.
There you go, Ray Charles playing the piano.
Yeah. But no, I read it earlier and it was
Mhm.
on Facebook, so it probably ain't true.
Oh goodness.
But it was
Fake news.
Trump and Elon Musk in the picture,
Mhm.
and they're standing there just like low key picking with one another. And it's Department of Government, and I forget the E. We need the newsroom to look up something, but yeah, it went through this whole thing saying that that's what it was designed for. Like the big topic here lately has been, I think it's you said,
Yeah, I have heard that one.
how they funneled like $100 billion
Yeah.
out of taxpayers'
Oh
money.
yeah, no, they're quite mad at Elon.
Mm-hmm.
He went in there and whipped some butt the other day.
Yeah.
They're making the government efficient. Why is that making people mad?
Right.
Well, it just depends on how
Everybody talks about how always
I can
the
play-
government's so inefficient. We're making it efficient. We're fixing that, and people
Yeah.
oh well, now we're too efficient.
Well, you got to understand something. I'll play devil's advocate for a second. Is that you're so used to the status quo that sometimes it's better. Like some people believe it's better to go along to get along.
Yes.
And when you start adding and this and that, and then you're worried about Meemaw getting her benefits and stuff like that.
We might get her benefits.
That whole
yeah.
agree to disagree bullshit.
Yeah, that stuff and all
Yeah.
that, and you know, I think I agree with Joe Coy on that one. Nobody gives a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me about it. You know, like he's like everybody's on there for that almighty heart.
Yeah.
On now, he was like in California, where he stays. He was like it's a bit two-faced and unreal, and that's the reason why he likes to come down south.
Yes.
Is that you know, there's a contingent of people here that will not mind telling you how full of shit you are.
Yes.
So,
That's exactly right.
No, you're full of shit.
I know I am. Shit, I never claimed not to be.
I'm not full of shit because I just dropped it earlier.
I'm just
And
trying
it doesn't
to-
matter how much shit you live full of shit.
Mm-hmm. Trying to find that before I could read some information off of
I
that for
think you're
y'all.
just trying to use that as an excuse to get on social media.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, I'm sharing our stuff right and left. Not as much as our parent company shares, but we trying to put it out there.
Mm.
But
Actually, in last week's, I did a commercial.
mm-hmm.
I did a mid-roll.
You did a mid-roll.
Yep.
I love it.
But it's our company, the parent companies.
Mm-hmm.
What about sister companies?
There ain't no sister company.
Okay, then I'll shut mine down.
Shut what down?
See exactly.
Mm-hmm.
What sister company? There's no money being funneled in from any other means besides my pocket.
This is true.
So
Here we go. There's the
NGS
acronym.
pocket, excuse me.
It said Department of Government Efficiency.
Efficiency, yeah.
Yes.
Yep,
Sorry,
yep,
that
yep,
was
yep,
that was eating at me until
Yeah,
I figured that
efficiency,
out.
yeah. We'll see how efficient it is.
Yeah, yeah. I'd like to see. I mean,
There's that whole thing.
Meanwhile, will get her benefits, and
Yeah.
she gonna get them untaxed.
the
Yeah, that's a good thing.
men with money are going, I think, are going to run the business. Either take it above and beyond,
Mm-hmm.
or they're gonna put it in the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's
There
it
is no
can't
in
be.
between.
That's what I was fixing to say. There can't be no in between. We've been in between for so long.
Yeah, we've been floating in that
Yeah.
just gray area,
Mm-hmm.
gray matter.
Great. Oh no.
I think we're gonna look like the Reconstruction part of the era again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're gonna look like the late 1800s again.
I don't know if we're going that far.
You're gonna have to blur out that logo.
No, I'm trying to get it on there because you remember like when all the guys
It'll
in
soon go away.
NASCAR.
No, they can't do that
Yeah.
because you're not saying that. You're not.
Yeah.
Like, you're not promoting anything.
Yeah, but all these other TV shows, when they have name brand, they make you
That's
cover
because
them
they're
now.
promoting.
Yeah.
They're like big. They like content creators get away with a little bit more than that.
Mhm.
Because I mean, hell, most of the time when they see you drinking, they actually will sponsor you. Like Ghost.
Yeah.
There was a guy that was always drinking that Ghost in his videos, and now he's got a sponsor.
Mm-hmm. I know in NASCAR when they won the race, they come right there. First thing you see them do, they crack that.
Oh, yeah, to get
Coca-Cola.
a
Yep.
certain amount of money for each time they. Yeah.
Every time they crack the
I'd be
Coke.
sitting there with a damn case.
That's right.
Well, here's one for you. One for
Yep.
you. One for you.
Everybody at one time.
In the realm of current events, I had a little something that I just ran across today.
What'd you find, Bo?
I was kind of going through some of the executive orders that were signed,
Okay.
and they, like, they're just kind of sliding this one, like, they're doing away with, like, rights for, like, you would think that it's just, like, the LGBTQ
The alphabet
movement.
people.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess that's the best, most respectful, because I don't want to act like I'm just, dogging them or
Yeah,
anything.
I ain't dogging them. I
Um,
just can't keep up with all the letters.
No,
They
I
keep
can't.
adding- they keep
Yeah,
adding alphabet
yeah,
letters
I
to
can't.
it.
I can't. If I can't keep up with it, I can't.
Mm-mm.
But it's it's attacking lots of people.
Really?
Yeah, non-Christians,
Okay.
gay, trans, and I'm like, no, I'm not
Mhm.
gonna do that.
No.
Because well, I mean, your First Amendment still holds that, but you have to be. It's not so much the government; it's the people that are gonna read it wrong.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So like, if you work in a corporate place,
Mhm.
bosses are gonna be like, "Well, you don't got those rights no more."
Right.
That kind of thing. So I urge, and we do have some Norse pagans that listen to the show, so I try to urge them to make sure that they're paying attention to, just because an executive order of non-Christian bias was signed doesn't mean that you don't have rights.
That's right.
It's just a thing saying that there's, I guess, a bunch of people attacking like Christian organizations or whatever.
Okay.
He signed something that was just like a non-Christian bias thing, but there's going to be some dipshit somewhere that's going to be like, oh, look, we all got to be Christian now. No, that's not the case. So, I urge.
Yeah, this is not the Crusades.
Yeah.
No, it's not the Crusades
Mm-mm.
and all that crap. You know, it is what it is, but there's going to be a big stink over it.
There will be.
Somebody gotta find something to complain about.
Yeah, well, it's more than a complaint, though. I mean, you just have to be careful about, like who's going to read it and who's going to know about it and how they're going to try to use
Yeah.
it.
They
So-
look at it as those who think it's right and those who think it's wrong,
Mhm.
and then you got some that are out there that are just those that don't care.
Mhm.
I mean,
I
depends
could
on what
care
side of the
less
fence.
what he signs, to be
Yeah.
honest with you, but I just don't want people that,
Don't know
say
the-
Joy works in the corporate world,
Mm-hmm.
and her boss could read it and say, well, you got to be Christian or you can't work here.
Right.
They can't do that.
Mm-mm.
It's still not that, like, so I tell everybody, they say keep notes,
Mm-hmm.
of who, what, when, and where that you and
How they know you're not Christian in the first place. Just saying.
well, I mean, some people are not in the closet. I'm
Yeah.
not. I had a conversation with my boss, like face to face.
People try to bring it up at work, and I refuse to just talk about whatever it is. So.
Yeah, so, well, I
Even
mean,
if I
that's,
agree
that's
with
your
it,
choice.
even if the two of us are on the same page, I still choose. I shut it down. I'm like,
Well,
I
no.
don't want to talk about this.
Well,
right now.
no, you just tell them you don't
So-
want to talk about it. But
Yeah.
I mean, I had to have a conversation.
I'm glad you did that. A lot of the places I go, I'm kind of the same way. Religion and
Mhm.
politics
Yeah, I don't
are
like
the
doing
two
it.
Nah, politics we might do.
quickest
but-
things to lead to conflict.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't try. I try not to get into it.
Yeah.
It's just only when it's slapped in my face.
Yes.
Then I gotta school you a little bit
Mhm.
because I mean, everybody has the right to believe what they want to believe.
Oh yeah.
There's an old country song too. It says, "Politics can start a fight, and
Mhm.
religion's hard to know who's right."
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you're
He
right.
says one more topic I won't discuss is her, because he said that one hurts too much.
Yeah.
So,
Yep, that's true. Yeah.
so he
But
said,
yeah.
might as well just go ahead and talk about baseball and everything else like that. So.
That's right.
You know the song probably.
Yeah, no, I've heard them.
Sammy Kershaw.
I've heard it a couple times. That's another thing Joe Coy did last night. He took "Forever My Lady" from Jodeci
Mm-hmm.
and turned it into a country song.
Really?
Yeah, and he did pretty good. I actually didn't know that he could sing as well as he did. Like, he surprised me.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
But it's he. Some of the stuff, man, I wish y'all could just saw like some of the stuff he was like.
I could have saw.
Mhm.
I didn't have nothing to do Saturday night.
We bought our tickets like
Yeah.
that place was sold
It was sold
out. Yeah, we
A
bought
month
our
ago, I
tickets.
still didn't have anything planned for that Saturday night.
I think Joy just wanted to have a date night.
Mhm.
Dang, it was fine.
I wouldn't have to have to sit near you.
Oh God.
You'd still been there.
I said sit behind you.
Mm-mm.
Hey, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Hey, did you hear that?
Be
Hey,
on
Joy,
it.
did you hear that?
Yeah, Joy be done slap. That's her favorite comedian too.
Yep.
That's
She got a big
like,
old grin on her
yeah,
face
she's
over
like,
there.
No, I'd make sure I'd make sure I stamp it out like I'm walking.
Well, I
behind
tell you what, Daniel, when he comes back, you can go with us, cause you know.
No, no.
That's
you
fine.
made it clear. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been seeing a couple other things. When the Dogecoin first come out, did y'all know the Doge was an acronym?
That's what it's called. I always thought it was knowledge. Like,
Yeah, the
Like the
Dogecoin,
truth.
that's an acronym,
For what?
or so I found.
You gonna share? Or you just
It's-
gonna hold it in there?
I'm gonna hold it in there.
All right,
Next
man.
topic.
What the fuck?
I'm waiting.
But no,
I just
reading-
stopped and looked at the camera.
Yeah, just stopped and sit there and stared.
Mhm.
But no, it may be complete utter bullshit, but because
But cause
I have a
that's
feeling we
good-
clipped
that's-
there a little bit. Just
I
by the
think
way.
this gentleman last week was moving around in his chair like he was on crack or something. Now he's speaking a different language.
Oh, you talking like Ray Charles playing the piano?
look, I'm on horny.
Uh,
I'm on horny goat with you.
Yeah.
He's like this.
There you go, Ray Charles playing the piano.
Yeah. But no, I read it earlier and it was
Mhm.
on Facebook, so it probably ain't true.
Oh goodness.
But it was
Fake news.
Trump and Elon Musk in the picture,
Mhm.
and they're standing there just like low key picking with one another. And it's Department of Government, and I forget the E. We need the newsroom to look up something, but yeah, it went through this whole thing saying that that's what it was designed for. Like the big topic here lately has been, I think it's you said,
Yeah, I have heard that one.
how they funneled like $100 billion
Yeah.
out of taxpayers'
Oh
money.
yeah, no, they're quite mad at Elon.
Mm-hmm.
He went in there and whipped some butt the other day.
Yeah.
They're making the government efficient. Why is that making people mad?
Right.
Well, it just depends on how like.
Everybody talks about how always,
I can
oh, the
play-
government's so inefficient. We're making it efficient. We're fixing that, and the people,
Yeah.
oh, well, now we're too efficient.
Well, you got to understand something. I'll play devil's advocate for a second. Is that you're so used to the status quo that sometimes it's better. Like some people believe it's better to go along to get along.
Yes.
And when you start adding and this and that, and then you're worried about Meemaw getting her benefits and stuff like that.
You might well get her benefits.
That whole
Yeah.
agree to disagree bullshit.
Yeah, that stuff and all
Yeah.
that, and you know, I think I agree with Joe Coy on that one. Nobody gives a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me about it. You know, like he's like everybody's on there for that almighty heart.
Yeah.
On now he was like in California, where he stays. He was like it's a bit two-faced and unreal, and that's the reason why he likes to come down south.
Yes.
Is that you know, there's a contingent of people here that will not mind telling you how full of shit you are.
Yes.
So,
That's exactly right.
No, you're full of shit.
I know I am. Shit, I never claimed not to be.
I'm not full of shit because I just dropped it earlier.
Just
It
trying
doesn't
to-
matter how much shit you live full of shit.
Mm-hmm. Trying to find that where I could read some information off of
I
that for
think you're
y'all.
just trying to use that as an excuse to get on social media.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm sharing our stuff right and left. Not as much as our parent company shares, but we try and put it out there.
Mm.
But
Actually, in last week's, I did a commercial.
mm-hmm.
I did a mid-roll.
You did a mid-roll.
Yep.
I love it.
But it's our company, the parent companies.
Mm-hmm.
What about sister companies?
There ain't no sister company.
Okay, then I'll shut mine down.
Shut what down?
See, exactly.
What sister company? There's no money being funneled in from any other means besides my pocket.
This is true.
So
Here we go. There's
in
the
Jeff's
acronym.
pocket, excuse me.
It said Department of Government Efficiency.
Efficiency, yeah.
Yes.
Yep,
Sorry,
yep,
that was
yep.
that was eating at me until
Yeah,
I figured that
efficiency,
out.
yeah. Yep. We'll see how efficient they are.
Yeah, yeah. I'd like to see. I mean,
There's that whole
Meemaw will get her benefits, and
Yeah.
she's gonna get them untaxed.
the
Yeah, that's a good thing.
men with money are going. I think are going to run the business. Either take it above and beyond,
Mm-hmm.
or they're gonna put it in the ground.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's.
There
it
is no in
can't be.
between.
That's what I was fixing to say. There can't be no in between. We've been in between for so long.
Yeah, we've been floating in that
Yeah.
just gray area,
Mm-hmm.
gray matter.
Oh no.
I think we're gonna look like like the Reconstruction part of the era again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're gonna look like the late 1800s again.
I don't know if we're going that far back.
I'm talking about the way it was supposed, like, you know what I mean. That's actually they
You're
said.
talking about like a barter system?
Well, no, they're talking about, no, that was late. That was the 1700s. No, the late 1800s was actually the
No.
richest part of American history. They
I
said.
think it was like, it was a little bit later than
A
18.
little bit later.
No, it was
Yeah.
between 1870 something and like 1890 something.
It was
when we were-
1930s when it ended. Like
Well,
that
1930s
period.
definitely when
Tariffs
it
ended
ended,
in like 1930.
Mm-hmm.
Tariffs started in 1930.
They.
Or yeah,
Well,
no,
I'm
that's
saying
right,
that the
that's
whole.
right, they ended, yeah.
that's where it ended.
I'm just saying between like 1870
Income tax started back in like 1930.
1930. But I'm saying what I'm trying to say is between 1870 and 1929, our country was the most rich it's ever been. So that's where we're going, hopefully.
I'd have to do my
I-
homework on that.
If you
yeah.
I'm not talking about dollar for dollar today versus then, I'm talking about the equivalency.
Yeah.
If you were to with for inflation and all that,
Okay.
Yeah.
that's when you have people like the Vanderbilts and
Yeah, that's the truth.
I would say that those would probably be
that's when
simpler times.
That's when Coca-Cola came around. That's when Dr. Pepper came around. That's when all your companies that you recognize that are still around today came around.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's when they were the most richest to be able to do that, to
Mhm.
grow like that. That's where Kraft came around, Campbell's.
So the first.
I've been watching a lot of
The
documentaries.
first federal income tax started February 25th of 1913.
1913.
Yeah.
Okay. Was that when Internal Revenue Service
Yep.
was established?
That was the first time.
So then, yeah, it was definitely before. So it was the late 1800s, like I was.
It was like late,
told.
like probably. I think probably after the shootout at OK Corral, like
Yeah.
the 1890.
'Cause that's what I was thinking of. The late 1890s, like the Earp era, and where they thought Tombstone was.
Mm-mm.
I didn't see Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday and all them boys wondering about when they was gonna pay their taxes.
No shit, no. They would never done that. Hell,
No.
half the time they were just like moving around. Like they didn't care. You think that they were gonna collect taxes from Doc Holliday on his gambling winnings?
Nope.
I mean, you're a daisy if you do.
That's exactly right, baby.
That's exactly what he would have said.
Yep.
No. I would.
Fuck taxes.
Yeah. I agree with
I
that.
can understand taxes on things when you buy it like first time, but like
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're
why do you
being
get to keep-
doubled, quadrupled, and I mean some of the shit that they were given, like
Mm-hmm.
what was it, like the study on moths in Uganda or something,
Oh, yeah.
like 20 million.
I was telling you, most of our taxes weren't even going to the fund of government. They weren't
Yeah.
even going to the
No,
government.
no, half of them. Not even. I'm more than half.
Mm-hmm.
No,
That's
so-
why they're all mad.
Oh yeah.
That's funny because they said, a lot of these people showed up for work
Mm-hmm.
and there was a guard at the door. And was like, no, you can
No.
go home.
You can go back home.
Yeah, then they started tearing like the signs off the doors and stuff.
Yeah.
It wasn't even funding the government though. Most of our tax
Mhm.
money.
He's I'd go ahead now. See, like there's one thing that tipped into my neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And something that's gonna tip into your neighborhood too is that he's trying to do away with the Department of Education.
Yeah.
It,
Trying to rebuild it.
Well, he wants it gone. He don't want to rebuild it.
No.
He wants it gone. Like he says that it.
So what?
I don't know what his thinking is on that one. I haven't quite read into it. All I know is I heard him verbally say, we no longer need a Department of Education because they're not doing what they're supposed to anyway.
Well, I mean, I could
They're not,
kind
'cause
of.
there's only one person that actually
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
an educational background
Yeah.
of everybody in, and that's the reason why I stopped as soon as
Yeah.
I found that out with my associates.
Yeah, she was working on being a school teacher,
Mhm.
and when she found out that there was like one person that controls all that, then that person has not necessarily ever been a teacher.
Right.
Like, how do you know what kids need to learn?
That's what I'm saying. He's wanting to take one thing away to replace it with something different.
I don't think they're going to replace it though.
Yeah.
There's going to be something else. Like he's probably going to, start pushing towards like local government having to take care of schools and
Yeah.
stuff like that, which is it's gonna put a stress on some things.
It has really, it's been an advancement. Like
Mhm.
I used to hear my parents say all the time, "Oh, what are you doing in math? And you're in the 6th grade? Oh, we didn't study that until we were in the 8th grade."
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm saying the same thing. Like my kids, I got one in the 8th grade, one in the 6th grade, and then one in the 4th grade.
Mm-hmm.
My 8th grader is doing stuff that I was doing in my sophomore year of high school.
But I'll tell you somebody who was just recently, it wasn't too long ago when I was in school. they touch on it so quickly on all that stuff though. They don't make sure everybody's got it before they keep moving on.
That's exactly right.
So they really
No,
don't.
Yeah.
So
So-
while they might be teaching us calculus in 6th grade, we don't really know it.
No, you're teaching you enough about it just so
Mhm.
they can check off a thing on a piece
That's
of paper.
exactly right.
So that
it's
at
been
the
about almost 10 years now.
that
but-
period that we were talking about just a second ago is called the Gilded Age,
The Gilded Age. I've heard that
and
terminology.
it's 1870 through 1900.
Okay.
That was the Gilded Age when that was the, Unfortunately, Daniel, I wasn't
1870.
doing like you to try to prove somebody wrong.
I wasn't either. I was just
I'm
trying to. All I
trying.
said was
We're
made a
sitting
statement.
here just spitting off shit, not having any dates. So
Yeah. But I always found it kind of fascinating that Earp died in 29
Mhm.
and my grandfather was born in 32.
Dang,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're like 2 generations away from
Mhm.
being around in the same time period as one of my heroes.
Yep. 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 Country. What did I say? Country movie star. What? Tom Mix.
Mhm.
He actually was at Wyatt Earp's funeral.
Yep.
That's
That would
crazy
have been a great time to live in, but there again, Doc Holliday died of tuberculosis.
stuff. Oh, the
Or-
consumption was
yeah.
bad back then.
Yeah. Or so they say.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause he left Georgia because of that and all that good
Yeah.
stuff and yeah. That thing beeps at us every now and
Mhm.
then.
I'm still here.
Yes, we know. Just keep
Mhm.
recording.
Yeah, just keep on recording.
It sounds like vagina.
Is that one full too?
Something made of vagina.
Huh?
Mhm.
It's fine, just leave it, 'cause I'll
Yeah.
have to.
It
It's the
is.
ratio. I gotta adjust the ratio.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
It'd be alright.
I was
In other
trying-
words, she's saying, fuck Daniel's face. It don't give a fuck.
Oh shit.
If it was that
No.
camera that did it, it'd be
Yeah,
like, no,
that
no, no,
one
we
did
gotta
it
fix
first.
that.
No, dude, you want me to delete all the stuff? Like that was, I was able to delete enough to reduce the ratio for me and Dustin. So
Mhm. We get
actually,
to-
me and Dustin got deleted, and you didn't for a
Mhm.
big part of it. So
Yeah.
sit down, shut up, and get
Hold
over
on.
it.
But yeah, that time period to me would have just been iconic. to live
Hell.
in. I mean,
Daniel
you-
said hell.
Yeah.
So that goes to show you the perceptions.
Yeah. I guess I'm like
Interpreting.
old boy said with the egg in his arm right here. I'm built different.
Let's put it this way: if you live in that time frame, 90% of the people that are your age would already be dead.
That's fine.
Just saying.
Well,
That's fine.
You lived as long as you could live.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You make it as long as you could, and people were different back then.
And I was able to get
Yeah.
on the webs last night, and I was able to really finely tune and trace every single one of my grandfathers from my grandma's side all the way, all the men, all the way to across the pond.
Okay.
So I was able to see exactly when we came across.
I've yet to do that, but
We came across during colonial America on that side.
the times when they held
1700s.
their pinkies out when they drank that cocoa.
Mhm.
That explains so much.
And they came from Germany and Switzerland on my grandma's side.
Oh, so
Mhm.
what you're telling me is you're a fucking Nazi. No, I'm just
Mostly
picking with you.
Swiss, mostly Swiss.